Hoppe Hour do not represent Cox Media Group or its sponsoring. Anything you hear may and will be used against you. Thank you.
Call security!
What's up? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, and you can see him next weekend at the Tampa Improv, obviously in Tampa Bay, in the heart of Ybor City. On Hoppe Hour is comedian Pablo Francisco. He is on the show. What's up, man?
What's happening in Ybor City? Get ready. I like the name of that. Ybor. It's the Jeffersons meets the Bundys at Ybor. You're going to be at Ybor, my friend?
I'm going to definitely try and come out to the show, dude. You are going to fit in perfectly with Ybor. It is one of the weirdest cities of all time. It's like a little miniature area outside of Tampa, and I've been watching a lot of your comedy recently on YouTube, and that crowd is just going to love your voices because they're going to be either high or drunk, but they're going to be a good crowd, but they're just going to be tripped out by all your voices that you're going to rock that room.
Right on, my man. Ybor City, yeah. Hey, let's go dancing to the techno club, then get a nipple ring and get a butt plug. Let's go. A butt plug and then Subway sandwich right next to the butt plug store. Go there. I'm hungry. Butt plug, techno club, hot chicks. So, yeah, Ybor City. People are high. They're fine. They're good-looking women in Tampa, would have to say, best looking. And they all go at Ybor, but Ybor. I know, I'm Ybor. Yes.
You know what you're going to see in Ybor too? The thing you're going to see in Ybor too is it's part of like trans, part gay, and then part of like a lot of black clubs. So it's a weird mix at 1 a.m. It's like a mix of every single demographic of human beings.
So it's like, get ready, Caitlyn Jenner, you see anything, part man, part woman, part brother. What's up, man? You want some the techno club? Yeah, man, get ready, Ybor. That's part Chinese, but I sell pizza, and I'm Hachi, and I sell Frankie. Come on into Ybor, techno club. Yeah, get ready. It's fun for the whole family at Ybor City. Come on down to a topless bar if it's nearby, then get a butt plug and pot stickers for $2.99. That's right. At Ybor, I've been to Ybor so many times. Every time I go there, I have a good time. But it's wrong, but it's a good wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, dude, I've had some crazy nights there. Here's the thing about Ybor, though, is you have to remember to hang around the Tampa Improv and the area. If you walk drunk and you keep going down the block on 7th, all of a sudden you're in a bad neighborhood. So you need to remember, anybody listening, if it's you or people that are going to see you, when you're there, you need to remember not to keep roaming down the block because then it actually gets bad. When you're in Ybor, it's good bad, but then it gets actually real bad, real fast.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's go. It's like Baywatch turns into Bermuda Triangle. You know, you go down there, and you're walking, you go hot chicks, and then you follow some chicks, and they disappear in the darkness. You're going, hey man, this ain't the Hilton Garden. Yo man, this ain't the Hilton. Man, come here, sucker. Hey, it's like, oh my god, I was dancing with some chicks with a nice little butt crack. Now they're selling crack. But stay around the Improv. Come to the Improv. Check out the show. Start the party off at the Improv. Go there, get buzzed, and when you get outside, there you got every single taxi cab drivers, motorcycle dudes. Come see the show. We have a good lineup. We got some Sean Savoy's going to be there. Steve Kramer, he's like Family Guy divided by the square root of a living color, and I'll go over there and make fun of everybody. And then, we're working on a new hour special for Netflix. You can come on down too, my man, and we'll go get a Subway sandwich and butt plug.
So how does it work? Because you've had comedy specials before. How do you get approached, or do you approach Netflix about getting it? How does that whole thing work?
Well, this is the beautiful thing about it. Look, do you want to be a DJ? You want to be a performer? You go to YouTube. It works for you and it gets you. But put good stuff on there, right? People see you all over the world. I just got back from Croatia, and they booked me there because they saw me on YouTube. It's basically like going to Fantasy Island, and you keep the money. If you want to be a star, it doesn't matter how old you are. Just don't tell them. If you got you just do it, and people start hearing about it. And then Netflix and them, just like there was networks like ABC and CBS. Now there's tons of networks that pay good money, and it's all about they approach you. You got a manager. You can approach them. You got to put a good package together, and it all works out, bro. It's a beautiful thing.
You know what's weird is it seems like back in the day for comics, if you went on Johnny Carson's show, the next day you were famous. Now I feel like having it on Amazon Prime or on Netflix is the new version of having overnight fame, you know?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's back then, Johnny Carson, and, all right, here's the thing. That you kind of like, a little different. You get comedians on there. But now, if you do, like Jimmy Fallon, I talked to Jimmy, he goes, they wanted me in L.A., I had it now in New York, and you could do it. The Jimmy Fallon's fantastic, but yeah, now Amazon Prime and Netflix is like the big kahuna of things, and you know what? There's opportunity out there, and like regardless, man, the new stuff comes in, and look at Joe Rogan. I mean, it does a podcast, humongous now, uploading fantastic things. So there's people out there who want to be in DJ, serious radio, all this stuff. Now podcasts are the bomb. You just feed your mind, and you got you got hosts like you taking people to an intelligent route, and it's fun. It's a beautiful thing.
Dude, Joe Rogan's special was so deep. A lot of times these comics just have they have jokes on these specials that are just dirty, but Joe Rogan's special made me think hard about life. That guy can get real deep real fast.
Right, and the thing is, because Joe, look, the topics can be dirty, but then again, let's go deeper again. Like, you said it perfectly. Let's go deep. He asked me to be on the podcast. I want to get down there and do this stuff. But the beautiful thing is, when she's got phone's ringing, and I want it just go down. All right, and then Joe Rogan stuff is. I bet you're a comedy critic, because it does make you think a lot about life and stuff like that, and that's what it's all about, bro. It's going up there, discussing with people's backs and making fun of people. It's good to make fun of people. It's fun. Dude,
what I like about your comedy is it seems like you're having so much fun. I mean, I was watching your comedy where you were talking about like Linkin Park and then dance music, and dude, I was crying laughing, man, and it was so hyper, and there was so much like energy in it. It was so energetic, but I never lost my patience. A lot of times when comics are hyper, I get sick of it, but there was something about the way you do it, dude. It was very captivating.
Hey, dude, bro, that's props. Thanks, man. You know what? There's nothing like hearing that. I like it pumps me up. It's basically, I can't stand it when I would hear comics go, man, I've been working hard. I've been working hard, man. You're working fun, dude. It's fun to go to other cities, and it's fun to to yourself different. It's like, look, you come to the show, you'll probably see the same topic, but it's going to have a different guitar solo, but the vibe's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we go up there, we'll talk about things, but I'll never do anything I don't want to do. People yell it out, I'll do the comedy jukebox, but much props to you. Thanks, my man.
So, how did you get into comedy? Did you want to be one since you were a kid? Were you a class clown, or did you sort of get into comedy by accident?
It happened. It was a hobby that turned into a career, I guess. It's people would say it's funny, but it's really up to. I don't think it's funny. I think that when they say that, it's up to the person. But what happened was we had comedy nights. These clubs, and I was delivering a pizza. And I couldn't believe that. I'm going inside a tapas bar. There's a guy on stage, talking jokes, and I was overwhelmed by seeing that. And it just started becoming a hobby. People go there, and I couldn't believe there's a restaurant that serves drinks, and we put you losers up there and do it. But it just began. It started out as class clown, kind of, but at 7 in the morning, I could not stand high school. I hated high school. I never ditched, though, because I didn't want the homework, so to fall behind. So at 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I was this mellow guy, tired, wanted to get out of there. But by 12:30, I was energetic. So a lot of people at school were going, this guy's like weird and he's tired in the morning, but he's crazy, getting kicked out of science class at 1 o'clock p.m. So it was class clown, kind of. I got kicked out of 2 classes for making fun of the teachers, and it kind of held me back almost for graduation. So, yes, class clown turned into, film school, and then from film school to messing around at the clubs, and then being, discovered in a different way of going back TV, development deals, getting commercials, writing for NFL films. It all was a beautiful thing. I was able to, use the comedy thing to get myself into positions where people really go to school for it, but NFL Films takes me in. I write for them, write commercials, and then get sitcom deals, and it was a beautiful thing. So anyone out there, just, do the comedy, anybody, just 5 minutes, just try it. Have fun with it.
It seems like the kids that were cool back in the day are the ones that are losers now, the ones that would have crazy parties and the ones that were the team quarterbacks. But it seems like the weird kids that were goofy are the ones that go more far in life,
Right. I've been catching up to this person. These people are calling me home for me. Hey, man, call me back. I'm doing an interview real quick. Bye. Okay. So anyhow, yeah, you know what? I've caught up with a lot of dudes like that recently. There was this guy who wanted to kick my ass all the time at cake parties, And I saw him, and he was, he just lost his job and stuff. And he's just going, hey, man, he was really cool to me. But, you got to be cool back to them. But I was like, well, what are you doing nowadays? Getting booze a lot. So I said, they're living the high school dream still. But, yeah, it's kind of strange that happens. You see the geeks turn into police officers, and the jocks turn into bouncers at an underground club. You know what I'm saying?
Bouncers, to me, are the biggest douchebags that are overcompensating in life. They have that little trip of power, and they use it too much. To me, that's the only annoying thing about going to a club or a bar is having to just deal with them for 20 seconds. Bouncers can be such douchebags, man.
Yeah, they can be douchebags in a lot of ways. But then there's a good douchebags. There's the ones that run the topless bars. Those are the ones you gotta because they can, you can either bribe them. They're kind of like I was up in Texas. They had these Italian guys. Hey, how you doing? They're Pablo Francisco. Come on over here. You love this guy, right? They take pictures with me, and then they say $20 to get in. So I was like, all right, but douchebags right there. But then you got the bouncers that when you want to tip the girls, they come up and go, hey man, you can't get that close and take off your hat. Man, can you take off your hat? I was like, oh, jeez. So there's a way of diffusing those guys, but I totally agree with you. Now, sometimes you get the bouncer like Vin Diesel. He had that actor. He used to be a bouncer. He goes, hey, you want a Corona? All right. And he did something with bouncers and became, a big star. So bouncers are douches except for Vin Diesel.
Yeah. He may be one of the worst actors of all time, but Vin Diesel seems like a dude you would want to hang out with at the club. I like Vin Diesel when he's not acting.
It's like he's with a raspy kind of good voice. You want a Corona? It's the best. You're curious. You got Riddick. It's like get ready this summer. Mark Wahlberg. Hey man, you good? Huh? He's in every movie with Vin Diesel. You get out of this movie, all right? Get a Corona. Yeah, the thing is, do the acting? What is that? It's Triple X to Riddick. He's getting a lot of work with Guardians of the Galaxy. He plays the free guy. How does this happen? It's a beautiful thing. And anything can happen in Hollywood. So, Keanu Reeves, I like his acting now. I guess it's a stoner style, I guess.
Are you a fan of his car movies, Fast and the Furious? Okay. Do you like those movies?
Okay, so, they're over, we're driving in a building, But for some reason, I know it sounds strange. For some reason, I'll watch it. I won't go to the movies to see it. But if it comes on, I'll give it a shot. And for some reason, it does have some stupid kind of realism to it. But other than that, I can't get into the Formula racing car, the Rock, but there's only that bulletproof vest on, and they still don't get killed. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you can't, I would say no when they're not here. How about that?
I'm getting into like Marvel shows. I like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I love watching shows that are on Amazon Prime or Netflix. To me, that's the new version of going to the movie theater.
Absolutely. You know what? Because why? Hey, man, meet me at 7 o'clock in front of the theater, okay? And then you get there and you got to deal with, people in there eating and stuff. But people go, you missed the experience of the movie. Like, well, bring the experience back to the crib, Go down to Fry's Electronics, buy yourself a nice screen. It's only $30 a light screen. Get yourself a cheap HDMI projector and boost it up. You know what? It's watching Netflix and the superhero movies are great, but listen, Wolverine, he needs to get his crap together. He still doesn't know who he is. I don't know who I am. That's right. Movie after movie of this bitter damn guy who drinks booze. Wolverine. And get ready. X-Men have so much powers, but they can't make Mr. X-Men walk? Come on, dude. Put some thinking in there. Batman, boo-boo. But hey, he wears armor. He puts 7 inches, but a dog bites him and gets through his suit. Have you seen that one? And he got some Morgan Freeman, the butler. Hey, man, well, there's a lot of Batmans. Who's the next Batman? Hey, man, I'm Mark Wahlberg. Huh? Batman, man. Yeah, Bruce Wayne still doesn't get ladies. Dude, you got the bat crib? Get the hose. Bring the hose back to the Batcave, bro. Sick and tired of this. Hey, how you doing? Batman. Okay, all right, gotcha. He's got issues. Joker? Come on, dude. The Joker, come on. You don't let the Joker go. Everyone dies. Him and Lex Luthor. I don't get these guys. There's a little kink between them. Maybe they're getting down on the side. I don't know.
How do you do your voices, man? It fascinates me when these people that are able to do voices can just knock them out of the park by doing one voice and then doing another voice in 1 second. What's the key to doing it, man? It's fascinating.
Okay, you ready? Okay, I bring a guy named Steve Kramer. He is the ultimate voice guy. He's my track. This guy can teaches me beautiful stuff. He learns. Now, here's the first lesson. Are you ready? We're going to do Mark Wahlberg. Everybody listen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, can you do it? Can you like this? Like you just got, you breathing? Can you do this? Come on. You can do it. Hey, Pablo, how you doing? All right? You doing good? There's your Mark Wahlberg. You do okay. You can do it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Give it a shot. Can you do it? I can hear you. Come on, you can do it.
Dude, I have the worst voice of all time. I have this Midwest twang, and every time I try to do a voice, it ends up sounding like this. I have no idea what's wrong with me, but I am awful at voices. Whenever I try to talk about...
Can you say this? Hey, Pablo, how you doing? Can you say that right now? Do that.
Hey, how's it going, Pablo?
No, say my name. Yeah, breathe. Hey, Pablo, how you doing?
Hey, Pablo, how you doing?
Okay, now, perfect. Raise it up a little bit, a little slower, and go, hey, Pablo, you doing good? You doing good?
Hey, Pablo, you doing good? You doing good?
Well, there you go. Okay, so you have to practice it 5 more times when you're by yourself, you feel confident, and there's your first Mark Wahlberg. Okay? There's your first Mark Wahlberg. Okay? All right, so, listen, here's another one. Can you say, you looking hot? Can you say that?
You looking hot.
Almost now. Take it down a little. Okay, now can you talk like a Sylvester Stallone? Can you talk like that? Talk like that real quick.
You looking hot? I can talk like that.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay, now do this. Go. But let me tell you something. Just like Sylvester Stallone, but just like that. Now I'll tell you who you're doing. Just go. Let me tell you something. Listen. Do it.
Let me tell you something.
Correct. Perfect. Okay, now that's how it's done. Let me tell you something. All right? You're looking hot. You're looking at Robin. You're looking hot. It's like a Sylvester Stallone, And then you can take it to Sylvester Stallone to Gene Simmons. I don't know. What kind of Gene Simmons? But this is Gene Simmons. Okay, I can't. I'm trying working on Gene. I'll get Gene down sooner or later. But, see, you just had Mark Wahlberg. Huh? Yeah? Let me tell you something. That's all you got to do, and you'll get it down. Come to my show, and we're going to learn it together. And then we'll buy you some punch stickers at Ebor.
Now, what was it like when you got to be on Howard's show? What was it like when you were on the King of All Media's show?
Okay, they asked me to come down, and I went down there, and the Sirius Radio is in New York. And then when you walk into this place, I swear to God, I walk in and I see Chris Angel, the magician guy, right? But I'm walking, I see him, man, that's Chris Angel. Then I see the guitarist of the Who, the Townsend guy. I go, oh, he's in here. Right? But there's 6 different stations in there, and Howard Stern's is in the corner. And Howard Stern's walking around like nobody's walking around, so I went into a studio with these other DJs, and we kind of called him. And Gary Busey, I go, hey, man, how about let's get frisky, you and me? And he goes, you know what, come on the show. So I went on the show at Arnie Lane. We used to work together on that. And when you walk in there, the oxygen is clean, and he comes across. He's a good guy. He's a dude who could be like. It was amazing. I didn't think I was going to get a 45-minute interview with the guy, but he was a great guy, and he's a good friend, and he's intelligent, and it's a beautiful thing. You listen to those guys, and you learn from them, and you catapult to the top. It's a beautiful thing. Good guy.
Dude, every Monday and whenever he's live during the 3 days he's live each week is the best time of the week, man. I can listen to Howard talk about anything, man, and there's something about the guy. He can talk about taking a shit or his cats or what he watched last night, and there's something about him that's so captivating. That's why he's like the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he'd be going, okay, no, we're with Republican, Democrat, whatever, so-and-so, right? They'll be talking to the governor of Gotham City. We're talking to the commissioner board. But now when we come back, we're going to go to what's in my ass, right? So he goes right from politics to Eskimos to what's in my ass. And somehow he segues it beautifully. And that's, you know what? I learned how to talk to women when they're sitting on the sit-in at my house through Howard's show. You know, most people, when a girl is, is cool enough to, do something to her, have fun with herself in front of you, I would go, you like that? Do you like, age knowledge? Right? Stupid stuff, but you listen to Howard Stern, because the way he talks to her, you like that? Oh, you're getting closer. You're getting closer. That kind of thing. You learn from listening to these people. It's knowledge. There you go. So, knowledge and comedy and Howard Stern. Come on, kid.
Now, why should people come out and see you next weekend, this week, at the Tampa Improv in good old Ybor City?
I think look, there's a lot of comedians that come to the place. A lot of people go through the same old protocol. People take to the movies. I want to take them to a bar and play pool and walk around this pool table and, just come to the Improv because it's a different kind of vibe. Yeah, I've been there a lot. Yeah, you're going to see some of the old stuff. You see some new stuff for the new special we got coming out. And it's a perfect place to take a date because you know what? You don't have to talk. We do all the talking. The lights go down. You save the conversation for later. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's and no one kind of blocks each other. It's a beautiful thing. This is a good set of comedians to come see because we're out to make each other laugh. And you guys are aboard. Come aboard. And it's only an hour and a half show. It's food. You're out of there by 10 o'clock, ready to hit keyboard and get the Portland kid. Come on. Come to the show.
Well, dude, keep up the good work, man. It's been a lot of fun having you on the show, man. And I will be sure, as long as I'm not working for 1025 The Bone and one of their promotion gigs, I will be sure to come out to see you, and I will be sure to say hi to you afterwards. Sounds good, Pablo?
Got it. Thank you for having me on your show, my man.
Sounds good, dude. Have a good week.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.